What you're about to hear actually happened. No fiction, no exaggeration. These are real people, real events, real evil. And the most disturbing part? The people involved looked completely normal. 3 stories. 3 cases that investigators still talk about in hushed voices. Stay until the end, because the third one will make you question everyone around you. In 2018, a quiet suburb in Ohio was shaken when residents discovered their neighbor of 12 years had been living a double life. David Ramsey was known as the friendly guy who helped carry groceries and remembered everyone's birthday. Nobody suspected a thing. But when police entered his basement following a noise complaint, they found a room that had been soundproofed floor to ceiling. Inside, journals, hundreds of them, detailing years of surveillance on every family on the street. Photos, schedules, routines. He knew when every child left for school. He knew when every husband left for work. He knew everything. And he had never once acted on it, which made investigators even more disturbed. Because the question wasn't what he had done. It was what he was waiting for. In 2015, a woman in rural Montana received a phone call at 3 a.m. from her own number. She assumed it was a glitch and ignored it. It happened again the next night. And the next. On the 4th night she answered. The voice on the other end was hers. Same tone, same accent, same way she said hello. But what it said made her drop the phone. It whispered, "I'm already inside." She called police who traced the calls. The origin came back to a burner phone purchased 2 towns over. They never found who bought it. Every single lock in her house had been changed. But when investigators searched her home, they found something that turned their blood cold. From the inside. And the original keys were sitting neatly on her kitchen table. She had never changed those locks. This last case was quietly buried by local authorities in 2020, and very few people know it existed. A family in rural England began experiencing small disturbances. Things moved. Doors opened. Food went missing. They assumed it was the house settling. An old building with old problems. Until their 8-year-old daughter said something that stopped her mother cold. The man in the wall said, "I shouldn't tell you about him." Police were called. A full search was conducted. Inside a hidden crawlspace behind the master bedroom wall, they found a makeshift living space, a mattress, canned food, a small lamp, and a notebook. Inside the notebook were 4 months of daily entries, detailing everything the family did, every argument, every bedtime routine. Every night the parents thought they were alone. They weren't. The man was never identified. He was never found. And to this day, nobody knows how he got in, or if he ever truly left. 3 stories. 3 cases that prove the most terrifying thing in the world isn't the unknown. It's the person you never suspected. If this kept you up at night, you're exactly where you belong. Subscribe to Night Trace, where every story is darker than the last. Drop a comment. Which story disturbed you the most? And turn on notifications, because what's coming next will be darker.